we're always praying, aren't we? In so many different forms and fashions. And I think about Jesus and the way he prayed. And I wonder if I pray the way that he did. Because Jesus had like all this fame, like all these people following him, all these disciples. He had a revolution at his fingertips. If he had just snapped his fingers, he could have rallied all these people to go fight against Rome. And you see Jesus always like, he's got this huge crowd, and then he goes, okay, peace. And he goes up on a mountainside to pray. And he goes out into the wilderness to pray. And he confused the disciples so much that they said, Rabbi, teach us to pray, because you seem to love it way more than we do. There's got to be some sort of pleasure in what you're doing that would entice you to leave all the things that we think are so important, fame and prestige and a following and success, and you just calmly and coolly just shrug it off just so you can go be alone with God. I look at that and I say the same thing, like, God, teach me to pray. Teach me how to go off and just enjoy your presence that much. For me, I remember a huge turn in my prayer life was just when I was in college, and I was, every morning I'd get up, I'd read my Bible, and I'd be like, oh yeah, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down. The drool was hanging out. I'd wake up with, the caked drool all over my face. I remember one morning, this huge turn happened when I just said, forget this! I picked up my Bible, I'd fallen asleep on the floor again, and I walk out the door, I start marching around this field. And I remembered also someone had challenged me the week before to actually pray out loud, which I know that's not a huge revolutionary thought, but a lot of us never do. And when I started praying out loud, I realized how little faith I had, because I was suddenly aware, like, people are going to think I'm muttering, they're going to think I'm insane. I'm wandering around this field talking in the air. So it really kind of challenges, do you really believe God's listening? And I just started walking. And it was crazy, because I really actually started to feel like he was there and he was listening. And I'd bring my Bible and I'd open it up and say, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Close it. I'd start praying, God, you are my shepherd, I shall not want. Problem is, I want all these other things. Teach me how can I view prayer not as a means to an end, but an end in itself? That's a huge shift when that starts to happen. When the reason you start praying is because you believe that his presence is the most beautiful, precious thing in the world. And so you pray just to pray. Not pray so that he'll give you X, Y, or Z, or this or that. But that we'd actually learn to pray, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give me today my daily bread, and forgive me my sins as I forgive people the same way you've forgiven me. Keep me far from temptation, deliver me from evil. Every day, every way. For you, it may look different. Maybe you need to write it out. Maybe you need to go hang in a tree. But I pray that we would all learn to love to pray.